So I welcome everybody to this very great session today. Being a Sunday, as usual, we meet and we talk about health. We talk about how can we live a longer, healthier life. And today we are especially grateful that we have a fantastic presenter. We have two presenters who are going to talk to us about this very, very serious matter and shed some light on how we can be able to live a longer, healthier life, even when we have challenges with our joints and issues, matters arthritis, matters bone health. And without taking so much time, I want to welcome our presenter of the day, who is a very successful director in our company and in the wellness space. And that's none other than Emma Minda, who is actually going to take us through the session. So Emma, karibu.
Thank you, Fred. Good afternoon, everyone on call this afternoon. My name is Emma Minda, a very excited distributor with this New Life business, and I'm happy to be your presenter this afternoon. Now, I'm married with two children, one a teenager and one an adult. I joined this business a while ago when I met a friend of mine who asked me if I wanted to do business on part-time basis and make an extra income. I was interested. She sat me down and told me that we have products that help us to do the business. And one of the products happens to be similar to what I was doing. Before I joined New Life, I used to work for a pharmaceutical company, and we also used to sell some of the food supplements. So when she mentioned that one of the supplements was better than the one I was selling, I was more keen to hear what it was all about. I joined and started doing the business on part-time basis. But before I could even make the money, I joined the products, very good products that work. My son had serious eczema, which he had suffered for almost 2 years. Been to hospitals, it wasn't working. I had seen several dermatologists, and the problem was there. I was supposed to wait patiently until maybe he outgrows it, if he'd ever, or learn to live with it. But courtesy of these products, I put him on the children's program. And then within around 3 months, the problem was gone and it has never come back. So the products are excellent. My family has seriously benefited from the products, my parents, my siblings. People are referring to me, my friends, and I love the products. So in that regard, that's how we are here to talk about the bone health. And we know that in day-to-day life, there are many challenges that have come up. Lifestyle diseases, which we thought did not belong to us, are finally here. While the organization is saying we have to go back to basics, eat well, to be able to keep away the diseases. There are a lot of many lifestyle diseases like blood pressure, respiratory problems, bone problems, arthritis, obesity, diabetes, to name but a few. So today we are concentrating on the bone health. And so this is what I'm going to present, so that we know how we can take care of our bone and be able to live a healthier, happier life. So what are bones and what do they do? Bones provide support for our bodies and help form our shape. Although they are very light, bones are strong enough to support the entire weight. Bones also protect the body's organs. The skull protects the brain and forms the shape of the face. The spinal cord, a pathway for messages between brain and the body, is protected by the backbone of the spinal column. The ribs form a cage that shelters the heart and lungs. The pelvis helps protect the bladder, part of the intestines, and in women, the reproductive organ. Bones are made of a framework of protein called collagen, with a mineral called calcium phosphate that makes the framework hard and strong. They store calcium and release some into the bloodstream when it's needed by other parts of the body. The amounts of some vitamins and minerals that you eat, especially vitamin D and calcium, directly affect how much calcium is stored in your bones. They are made up of two types of bone tissue. We have the compact bone, which is solid, hard outside part of the body. And it's like ivory and it's extremely strong. Holes and channels run through it to carry blood vessels and nerves. Cancellous bone, which looks like a sponge, is inside the compact bone. It is made up of mesh-like network of tiny pieces of bone called trabecular. This is where bone marrow is found. Most of the body's blood cells are made in the soft bone. The bone marrow contains stem cells, which produce the body's red cells and platelets, and some type of white blood cells. Red blood cells carry oxygen to the body's tissues, and the platelets help with the blood clotting when someone has a cut or wound. White blood cells help the body fight infections. Why is bone health important? Your bones are continuously changing. New bone is made and old bone is broken down. When you are young, your body makes new bones faster than it breaks down the old one, and your bone mass increases. Most people reach their peak bone mass around age 30. After that, bone remodeling continues, but you lose slightly more bone mass than you gain. How likely are you to develop osteoporosis, a condition that causes bones to become weak or brittle? It depends on how much bone mass you attain by the time you reach the age of 30 and how rapidly you lose it after that. The higher your peak bone mass, the more bone you have in reserve, and less likely you are to develop the osteoporosis at your age. Examples of joint disorders is osteoarthritis. This arises when your cartilage between two joints is worn out and causes the bones in the joint to rub together, causing swelling and stiffness in the area. We also have rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune and inflammatory disease that causes the body's immune system to attack healthy cells mistakenly, leading to inflammation or pain swelling in the affected area. It can attack multiple joints at once, usually the hands, wrists, and knees, and damage the joint tissues, leading to chronic pain, lack of balance or instability, and deformities. What affects the bone health? Some of the factors are a diet low in calcium, which contributes to bone density, early bone loss, and increased risk of fractures. Physical activity, people who are physically inactive have higher risk of osteoporosis than those who are more active. Tobacco and alcohol, researchers suggest that people who use tobacco contribute to the weakness of their bones. Similarly, if you're taking alcohol for women, if you take more than one drink a day, and men too, you have the risk of getting the osteoarthritis. Then gender is another factor. You're at a great risk of osteoporosis if you're a woman, because women have less bone tissues than men. Size, if you are at risk, if you're extremely thin with a body mass index of 19 or less, or have a small body frame because you might have less bone mass to draw from as you age. Then there's age, your bones become thinner and weaker as you age. And then there's a race and family factor. You're at a greater risk if you're white or Asian descent. In addition, if your parents or siblings have suffered the same, you have at a greater risk, especially if you also have a family history of fractures. Then there is hormonal levels. Too much thyroid hormones can cause bone loss. In women, bone loss increases dramatically at menopause due to dropping estrogen levels. Prolonged absence of menstruation before menopause also increases the risk. In men, it also can cause a loss of bone mass. Eating disorders is another factor, another condition where severely restricting food intake and being underweight weakens the bone in both men and women. In addition, weight loss surgery and conditions such as celiac disease can affect your body's ability to absorb calcium. And of course, there are many certain medications that after long-term use, like the ones given, can cause the same problem. What can we do to keep our bones healthy? Number one is diet. Diet is key. That includes plenty of calcium, and the good source of calcium includes dairy products, almonds, broccoli, kale, salmon, sardines, and soy products. Vitamin D. Your body needs vitamin D to absorb calcium. A good source of vitamin D is oily fish, such as salmon, trout, whitefish, and tuna. We have mushroom, eggs, fortified foods such as milk and cereals. And of course, sunlight is key, which is free given. You can get it at any time. The other thing is physical activities. Make physical activity part of your daily routine. Weight-bearing exercise such as walking, jogging, and climbing stairs can help you build strong bones and slow the bone loss. And then, of course, you avoid the substance abuse like the smoking and the alcohol. These are some of the foods that you can get some nutrients from. Calcium you can get from the cheese, the yogurt, the milk, collard greens, and spinach. Vitamin D you can get from salmon, eggs, sardines, fortified cereals, and tuna. So you find those, most of the time we are able to get these, but we are not able to get enough. And again, you find some of the foods that we eat, the way they are grown or processed, they get out the nutrients, so you are not able to get enough of the supplements. And that's where now Neolife comes in to provide supplements to top up what you may be lacking in those foods that you are eating. So we assume you eat well, but you need to top up with our nutrients. And in Neolife, we provide solutions that are based in nature and backed by science. In Neolife is a company that has been in existence for over 60 years. Our founder member, Jerry Brasfield, when he was young, he was challenged with asthma, a life-threatening condition, but after using vitamins, he got better and he thought he can help many other people to get started, and that's how Neolife came about. We are in over 55 countries worldwide. And as I said, we have a serious scientific advisory board, world-renowned scientists behind our products to make sure that we get the best nutrition value from the products. So these are, as you can see on the screen, our world-renowned scientists. The founder member, Dr. Ada Fast, is the doctor behind the oral chemotherapy for cancer. So when he crossed over to natural foods, to Neolife, he was able to make an antidote, which we call BetaGuard, which you can use after the chemos to detoxify. So you can see we have the credibility and we are very confident of the products that we use. They will actually deliver. When we look at how we are supposed to eat, we look at the wellness pyramid, which is also recommended by the World Health Organization. This is the World Health Organization Pyramid 2. You are told to eat, to maintain your weight and have some physical exercises every other day, if not daily. You eat whole grains. Whole grains, we are talking of brown rice, brown wheat, wholemeal maize. Everything you eat is whole, something that before you cook it can be planted and it grows. And then you are supposed to eat fruits and vegetables in large quantities. Then you eat proteins, reduce on animal protein and eat more of the plant protein. Then you reduce your fats and sugar. Unfortunately, we have made this lifestyle pyramid, where most of us are today, you find that we don't do a lot of exercise. We are either in public means from door to door using Ubers, or you're driving your own car. Mostly you're at home. Right now it's hot, you don't want to be under the hot sun, so you stay inside, so there's very little exercise. We don't eat enough whole grains because we think it's for the sick people, or even when we want to, sometimes it's too expensive. Then fruits and vegetables, most of the time we eat the fruits of the day, what is in season. For instance, now we are eating a lot of mangoes because what is in season. And then protein, right now, being a Sunday afternoon, I'm sure there are many of us in nyama choma joints, enjoying a lot of nyama choma with the ugalis, the fats and sugars, or we are in fast food in the many fast food restaurants around. So you find we eat wrongly all the time. When we do that, that's how we get all these lifestyle diseases. But we are saying in your life, we have a solution. It doesn't have to be that way. That's why we come in handy to help you sort your issues. So with New Life, we can get your pyramid back to normal pyramid. We tell you we can't help you with the exercise. You have to exercise maybe 3, 4, 5 times a week, brisk walking for about 30 minutes. If you're using public means, you can decide maybe to alight a stage earlier before where you're getting to your home or to workplace and walk. That's good exercise. You manage your weight because it's important to have a good weight to avoid stressing your bones and joints. Then for the whole grains, you try to eat as much as you can, but since we know you are not able to get the enough quality, you supplement with TNN, which is the grain concentrate, made up from whole wheat, rice, and soya. We extract the oils from the grain and we capsulate it. And when you take the TNN, it takes care of your cells. As you know, your body is made up of trillions and trillions of cells, which makes up your body organs, and then makes the whole of you. So you're as healthy as your cell. So it is key to have your cells functioning well. So when you take the nutrients from the grain or the TNN, it lubricates your cell membrane such that when you eat, nutrients can get in, waste goes out, end result, you are energized, there's better absorption of your nutrients, and you keep healthy. For the people who are sick, it also helps the medication work better. So it's a product that everyone should take as you start to supplement. Then for fruits and vegetables, we are told you should eat up to 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. Most of us have a challenge of even doing 2 or 3. So we don't get the nutrients that help boost immunity. And we have our superb product called carotenoid complex, which is been clinically proven that it can boost your immunity up to 37% in only 20 days. It's made from the colored fruits and vegetables. So this is one of the products that you can give people who are suffering from rheumatoid arthritis because it will solve the immune system. Then we go to the protein. You are supposed to reduce on animal protein, eat more of plant-based protein, but we also have our shake, the protein neo shake, made up of all the 22 amino acids. It helps repair and build your cells, repair your body too. And it also helps manage weight. For people with issues of weight, is a good product. It also has fiber that can help you reduce your weight so that you acquire the right weight that does not stress your joints and bones. Finally, we have the omega-3 fatty acid. This is a product that everyone should use, but for arthritis, it helps in the inflammation. It helps also balance your body systems, and it can reduce your inflammation up to 68%. So it's a good product for whether you're sick or not, to protect yourself, to prevent getting the inflammation. That is a product you get to use. So we are saying with these products, you can take care of your system and you can be able to protect yourself from the diseases. And we have this pack, a convenient pack called Pro-Vitality Pack, which has some of the products I've just talked about. It has treonine, it has carotenoid, it has omega-3 and the multi, which is a bit of vitamins and minerals. When you take that, it's a nut meat product, which you should start everyone to maintain your good health. For people with already arthritis, that's the basic product you start. And then finally, you go through the product that's very specific to having strong bones and healthy joints, which is the Calmac, the salmon oil, and the full motion. Now, our Calmac is a Calmac with difference. Calmac means calcium, magnesium. It's into the ratio of 2:1, a good combination to make sure for good maintenance of your bone, teeth, normal muscle function, and it has been enhanced with vitamin D3 to help better absorption. So you find when you take the New Life Calmac, your intake, your absorption goes up to 6 times of what you get in the market. It is safe for your system. So this is a good product for people with both osteo and rheumatoid arthritis. Then there is the full motion. Full motion takes care of the cartilage to make sure it is maintaining your cartilage to keep it healthy. If you already have issues, it can help repair. It provides glucosamine in a sulfate-free form, which reduces the risk of discomfort in the digestive tract when you take it. And of course, it helps regulate inflammation, providing a long-lasting relief to your system. And finally, we have the vegan D. This is which is also very good for people who are already, people who are don't take the animal protein. So this is a good vegan product that can be taken by everybody to help keep yourself healthy, your bone system healthy. So basically, that's what I can say about for the products. And finally, we have the fine one of the magnesium, which sorts out the whole system from your normal psychological function. But in today's regard, it works to maintain your normal muscle functions and maintains your normal bone health. And of course, it gives you energy production. So what you are saying, you're supposed to take care of your body. It's the only place that you have to live in. Yeah, and it is cheaper to take care of it now than waiting until you're sick to be able to start spending a lot of money in hospitals. So what I can tell you is you talk to the person who invited you. They can tell you how to get the supplements. They can get them for you. And if you want to get them cheaply, they can also show you how to do it. So with that, I'll stop sharing screen. And then I'm going to invite a very, I can say a lady who has been in this business for quite a while. She'll tell you more about herself. She loves the products. She looks young, she looks 40 years younger than she is. And she is very passionate about this product. She has helped many of us. We look up to her for what she has done in this business. So Mary, if you can hear me.
Yes, Emma, I can hear you. Can hear you very loud and clear.
Yes, welcome, Mary, and give us your testimony. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Good evening, friends. As Emma said, my name is Mary Mengo, and I'm very passionate about these products. In fact, I would say the topic which Emma was handling today, what made me join this company. Mary Mengo, she's a wife, she's a mother. Steve Mengo and me, we have 5 children. 2 are ours and 3 are orphans, which we adopted after we started making money in this company. We got children and we are looking after them. Now they are grown-ups. So before meeting this company, I was working for a diplomatic mission. In the diplomatic mission, the life was good, the money was there. But as I was just going on with my work, with too much work and a lot of stress, many people, when we are out there, we think that embassies, that they are the best places to work. Yes, of course they are best because they have got money. But when it comes to work, you can work until you feel that you have really worked, until you are stressed. So as I was making that a lot of money, those days, this was 1990s.
Mengo, you're hanging.
I got a challenge, which I got was exactly what am I using?
We seem to be hanging. There's a challenge with your network.
How am I now? Oh, but on my side, it looks like it's okay. Let me just try to change my position.
Okay.
You can hear me now?
Yes, yes.
I'm better now.
Yes.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for that. Maybe at times when the Wi-Fi goes down, but of course we have got to continue. So in case I hang the net, please just bear with me. So in 1994, I was challenged, so much challenged by my health as I was running after the money was there in the embassy. I got challenged in 1994 with my health. And when I visited my professor doctor, what I was saying is when you have some money, of course, you go to a hospital with a name and a doctor with a name. My doctor was a professor. And he told me I had early arthritis. That means that I got arthritis early before the age of arthritis. I don't know. That's what he told me. And he told me that what Mrs. Mengo you have is not curative. We cannot cure it in the pharmaceutical industry. I only put you on painkillers throughout your life. It was not easy for me. In fact, I panicked and I asked him whether I was going to live the way or no with this pain. He told me yes, but I will be giving you painkillers. So I started the painkillers in 1994, and I was going to the clinic once a month, and I kept on going to the clinic. It became twice in a month. It was just worsening with stronger painkillers every time. And when I started going now 2 times in a month, I walked out of the clinic one day with a walking stick because I could not support myself. I was losing my right leg from the knee. It was diverting from my body. And when it went out to the 3rd visit, now in a month, going to the clinic 3 times in a month, I started losing my toes and on the left side. They diverted. I could not wear shoes. And the life was not pleasing. And I remember this, a diplomat who is connecting 2 countries and going to the major offices like Minister of Foreign Affairs. So it was difficult for me, but I had to bear with it because I had to get used to it. Because my professor told me that, Mrs. Mengo, you have got to get used to the life. And I got used to it. So I kept on, I walked with a stick and come here 2000, precisely January, is when I was sent my angel. I would say my angel came. You are lucky you were invited here on this call. By then we did not have Zoom. We had physical meetings. And me, I was never invited. I didn't know anything. So my angel walked into my house one day. That was January year 2000. And this lady, Mrs. Pauline Minda, I always pray for her. That was my angel who came to me. And she told me that that was 10 o'clock at night. And she told me, Mama Betty, I met my friend. That's her friend, not my friend. And he told me that there's this company which came to Kenya. They have got very good medicine. Of course, to her it was medicine. And she removed some tins and they kept on my table and said, you see these tins, these medicines I was told, if you use this medicine, you are going to get well and you are going to walk again. And to me, that was a music in my ears. And I had to, because I trusted her, we used to go to church together. She was my best friend. I said yes. And I started using the products. I became a customer. That was precisely January, year 2000. So in February, precisely, 2nd of February, year 2000, she asked me to partner the company so that I can be buying the products cheaper for myself. Then I partnered the company and I was still using the products which she had brought me. On that particular night, she brought me Formula 4 Plus. By then we did not have TNN, but TNN was packed together with the malt mineral. So it was Formula 4 Plus, which was TNN by then, and Calmac, then Omega Salmon, and a carotenoid complex. She had 4 of them. And I started using them. Then I partnered the company in February. And I started now using the products. And within the year, because now I started using those and I started adding some others. I was told to add on a vitamin B complex. And I started using almost everything. And it was just fun for me because I was just getting better every other time. Every other month, I was just getting better. Then towards the end of the year 2000, I kept my stick down. In the office, I didn't know it was in the office. Next day, I found it in the office. And I said, this stick, I'll never touch it again. I'll use these products and I do whatever it takes to use these. So I kept on using the products. And today, 19 years, I can say 19 years, I'm 22 years in the business now with the New Life International. 19 years down the line, yes, I do not have, neither I'm in a very good health, getting, growth. Just said, I saw Emma when she was coming. I saw many people when they were coming there, he was my teacher. Thank you very much, Kishuki, for being that good teacher and a model for me. So I kept on using them, but because I'm sick. No, I just use the product, everything with them. I to maintain my for my dad, because I kept arthritis. I didn't even know. Well, I was just having arthritis, and they were just getting worse. Mine was rheumatoid arthritis, and when I kept using all the products, it just disappeared. And today I'm very using. I've gotten so many benefits because that was my why. Apart from the health, I've made the money. The money is there. I have traveled the world. Oh my goodness! Within your life, it's a total opportunity. You have got everything in one umbrella. So I've traveled the world. I remember my first travel was to Windsor Government Count Club, my very beautiful place. And from there, I came out to South Africa, and that was Johannesburg. Then from there, the following year, that was year 2003, I went to South Africa. 2004, went to Mauritius. Then when we came back, we went to Las Vegas, America, then Cancun, Mexico. I've been to Hong Kong, I've been to Dubai, I've been to many places. I've been to, I would say, as Ghana. I've been to many places. So when you are with this company, there's everything in life. What you need in life, because when I now started attending the trainings, I was told, you are going to have your health here, you are going to have lifestyle. So what I would tell them for the guests, this company has got everything you need in life. So I'm sure the person who invited you here is going to sit you down and show you more about, apart from the products, about the business, how you can make money, you can travel the world, how you can have fun, even with your friends. So for the distributors,
Sorry, Mary, we seem to